Life is all about partnerships, and today we are going to talk about business partnerships. What is partnership under the Indian Partnership Act 1932? Who is a partner, and what are the rights and duties of partners? Let us first understand who is a partner, what is a partnership, and how these rights and duties emanate from the Indian Partnership Act. First of all, a partnership is a relationship or an arrangement between two or more persons who decide or who agree to carry on business together and to share profits in that business. Who is a partner? Defined by the Black's Law Dictionary, it's one of two or more persons who jointly own and carry out business for profit. This very clearly spells out exactly what partnership is. Partnership is an association or a relationship of two or more than two people who get together in an arrangement by virtue of a contract to carry out business together for profit. The Indian Partnerships Act defines partnership as the relationship between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried out by all or any of them, acting for all. Very clearly indicative of the same concept that we just spoke about. Two or more than two people carrying out business on their own behalf or on behalf of the others in that partnership, where the relationship is purely for the purpose of carrying on business and sharing the profits arising from that business. It is further explained that persons who have entered into such partnership with each other are called partners, and collectively they are referred to as a firm. Let us now see the essentials of a partnership. These are certain elementary ingredients imperative in forming a valid partnership. Firstly, as the definition would suggest, there should be an association or a relationship between two or more persons. Now, when you look at this emanates from an agreement or a contract. Section 5 of the Act very clearly states that there should be a contractual relationship between the partners, and therefore this leads us to the next essential, which means since it emanates from a contract, it needs to fulfill the essentials of a valid contract. So while the essentials of a valid contract within the meaning of the Indian Contracts Act need to be complied with. Further, a partnership has to be formed for the purpose of carrying out legal business. The object of the contract clause, the contract of partnership, needs to be for legal business. This is also contained in the elements of the essentials of a valid contract. Sharing profits and losses is also very much part of the essentials of partnership. Partners are entitled to sharing profit from the business, and partners are equally responsible to contribute to losses of the firm. Now, when we speak about sharing profits and losses, profits need to be shared in the proportion agreed upon in the partnership agreement. And in the event that this agreement is silent on the ratios of sharing profits and losses, then in such a case, the sharing patterns or the sharing ratios need to be decided under the provisions of the Act. Another very interesting element of partnership is the mutual indemnification or the mutual agency that is created between partners. Each partner is an agent of the other partner, and collectively each one is an agent of the firm. And in the conduct of business, each partner indemnifies the other partners from any harm or losses that may be caused out of and in the course of business. Let us now move on to understanding the rights and duties of partners. And it's very important to know what are the rights of partners, especially if you are a partner in a business. You need to be fully aware of your rights and duties to that partnership, to your fellow partners. And firstly, it is essential if you are a partner to take part in the conduct of that business. Now, this is a very crucial thing to understand, because while each partner has the right to take part in the conduct of the business. It casts an inverse duty on those partners, each partner, to perform his duties or to carry out his duties diligently. Now the second right purely stems up from the responsibility of partners to each other and the very intention to keep the relationship of the partners transparent, to keep the business transactions under that partnership agreement transparent. And this right is the right to access, inspect, and take copies of any of the books of the firm. This gives partners the right to ensure that the working of the firm is extremely transparent and to ensure that they have equal access to all the books and documents of the firm. Now, of course, the crux of partnership. And that's why I think everybody gets into partnership. The crux of partnership being profit. Each partner is entitled to a share of the profit. Each partner is entitled to contribute equally to the losses sustained by the firm. Except, of course, where there is a contract to the contrary, where by a contract or by the contract of the partnership, there is a specific ratio or a specific agreement as to the percentages in the share of the profits and the contribution to losses that each partner is responsible and entitled to. It is further to be noted that no partner is entitled to remuneration from the firm. Another very interesting right, which is also a duty in itself, is the smooth functioning of business, and differences arising from there need to be settled or need to be addressed equally with the consent and knowledge of each partner. And with this in mind, the partners are granted the right to equal opportunity of expression of opinion in the decisions and the collective decision-making process of the firm. It is further to be noted that when a decision ought to involve the change or transfer in nature of the business of the firm, then the consent of each and every partner is mandatory. The partners further have the right to indemnification from the firm, and each partner in his own capacity is individually indemnified by the firm collectively, especially in the course of ordinary business and in the course of an emergency, where the partner would do what a person of ordinary prudence would do to protect the interests of the firm. Now, this is a very simple case because there are several examples on this where a partner takes an emergency decision even without the consent of the other partners to save the firm from losses caused in an emergency. The firm indemnifies such partner insofar as he has acted as a person of ordinary prudence. Further, a partner contributing or subscribing to the capital of the firm beyond the agreed amount or beyond the agreed ratio to which he has agreed by that contract to subscribe, he is entitled to return of that payment, return of that extra money put into the business of the firm with an interest of 6% per annum. However, there is a rider to that. The 6% interest per annum can be paid only out of the profits of the firm. This largely sums up the rights of partners in a firm. However, you may also have minor partners. And briefly, let me take you through the rights of minor partners. Minor partners are partners who have not yet attained the age of majority. However, a minor can be admitted to a partnership and can enjoy the benefits of partnership. The minor would then be entitled to share in the profits and the property of the firm. He also has the right to inspect and take copies of books of accounts. He is well entitled to understand his share in the business, to take stock of the accounts and to understand the profits of the business through his guardian or legal representative. He is also entitled to sue the firm for accounts through his legal representative or guardian. Further, on attaining majority, he has the option of becoming a partner to the firm. However, a minor's interest is also protected by the Act, and until the minor attains majority while he is serving as a partner to the firm in the capacity of a minor, he is not liable to the debts of the firm. With this, I hope you understand the contractual obligations of partners in a firm, the rights and duties as a partner to a firm, and the essentials of a valid partnership.